I'm Tim Lovas, and I am from within myself. So I grew up in a really small town in the Midwest, and I've come to find that all the small towns are pretty much alike, and if you are different in any way, it is kind of difficult. So I turned to music to express how I was feeling and kind of get outside of myself. I'm going to do the songs in a chronological order of when they were written, kind of tell my story that way. This was written before I had met my partner, and it was written in a time that I felt like I wasn't good enough for the community or good enough for myself, or I just felt like I wasn't enough. If I planted flowers, would they be pretty enough? Would you come to see them, or should I give this up? If I ran 10 miles a day, would my body soon suffice? And if I did 10,000 push-ups, would I be looking nice? Would I be looking nice? And would it be enough? Enough? Would it be enough? I am enough. If I wrote the prettiest song, one like you had never heard, and if I knew all of the chords, oh, and I sang all the right words, if I could control myself, if my feelings didn't run amok, and if I acted like a man and stood up straight and acted tough, stood up straight and acted tough, am I enough? I am enough. Am I enough? Oh, I am enough. Am I enough? Oh, I am enough. Am I enough? You know I am enough. And I know I never spoke up, and I know that it's far too late, but I'll be fine with never knowing. I know it's better off this way. And if things were a little different, I know that they would have ended so differently. But you went off and found someone, and now I will do the same. Oh yes, I will do the same. 'Cause I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough, that I am enough. I am enough, that I am enough. Thank you. This is called Spiders, and I wrote this one when I was wanting to leave the area and really wanting to explore. It was right before I met my partner, and well, a few months before that, and a few months before we left to go traveling. So it kind of speaks to that. And I think it's kind of amazing because I wrote a verse about the forest, and I didn't know I was going there, but I really wanted to go live in a forest for a while, so I lucked out. It's called Spiders. I'm not the man frozen in ice. I won't melt if you say something nice. I'll just blush and shut my eyes. I'm not the man you thought I was, wearing my skin out just like it's a glove, walking around town and just looking up above. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. Well, the mountains are sounding good. I don't know if I'll go, but I think that I should. I need a vacation from this neighborhood. This neighborhood, oh no. And the forest, well, it's smelling so very nice. And if I'm smart, well, I'll take my own advice. I'll be there by this time next year. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. Well, the river is all I see, diving headfirst straight into ecstasy. Swallow me whole, then spit me out again. And the sky, it's I, it follows through. It's the one thing that links me straight to you. One by one by one, this witch's brew. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. I've got spiders in my bed, wonder if any of them can keep a secret. I'll find out. I've got spiders in my head, I wonder if they're all dead. I guess I should shake them out.
Awesome.
So this was written right after we decided we were going to start traveling, and there's I think think a verse in there about my partner and how very lucky I am to have him. And I don't know. I think I'll let this one speak for itself. How about that? Let's do that.
Okay.
That way. I've got the thread of fate, and it's wrapped around my finger. I live my life to live, I live to learn. I learned it lingers. But still I sit here frozen solid as a rock. As time ticks by on everybody else's clock. No more skeletons come knocking at my door the way they did before you. No more skeletons come knocking at my door the way they did before you. Before you. Before you, before you. I knew I needed to love myself before you'd love me too. I knew I needed to find myself before you'd find me too. Now we're blowing in the breeze like a leaf that has been freed. And now we're blowing in the breeze just like a dandelion seed. No more skeletons come knocking at my door the way they did before you. No more skeletons come knocking at my door the way they did before you. Before you. Before you. Before you. So, well, we were traveling. The second place we went was a ranch that was owned by one of our friends. And his parents were from Venezuela, and they would come to Florida. That's where we come to Florida and hang out for a while on his ranch. And they didn't speak any English, and I speak no Spanish. So I learned a few words and then wrote a song so that we could kind of have a common ground there. So that's how Lo Siento came came to be.
Cool.
Lo siento, mi amor. Lo siento, I'm not the man I was before. Lo siento, me caí. Lo siento, it's only because I couldn't see. Lo siento, mi amor, mi amor. Lo siento, mi amor, lo siento, mi amor, mi amor. Lo siento, mi amor. Lo siento, me quemé. Lo siento, I knew it from the very first day. Lo siento, mi amor, mi amor. Lo siento, mi amor, lo siento, mi amor, mi amor. Oh, lo siento, mi amor.
All right.
So, like I'd mentioned before, I stayed at a place called Hostel in the Forest in Brunswick, Georgia, and it's been there since 1975. It's amazing. I recommend, if you don't know anything about it, which you probably don't, to Google it. It's a fantastic place. And while I was there, I realized a lot of things. There was no cell phones allowed in common areas, no media. So I was completely closed off from what was going on in the world. And it helped me realize a lot of things, mainly that the people that would come through there were all very gifted and special, and not only in like artistic musical ways, but like they were readers of tarot cards and of fates and healers of many different kinds, acupuncturists, massage therapists, energy work, Reiki. And I realized that, oh, and they called the outside world was Babylon. I don't know if you ever listen to reggae music, but they say Babylon a lot for this world. So people outside here in the normal world, their gifts are stifled and suffocated, and I think that is something that needs to be looked at, because there's so many people that are so gifted, and we don't allow that to be part of our society. So that's how this song came about. And I didn't realize that until later after I wrote it, but it's called Tallest Tree in the Forest. We good? Ready? Okay. Long-winded. Okay. How does it go? I don't know. Okay. Healers are hurting, seers are blind. Why does it have to be that way? And the druids are floating, my finders can't find. Why does it have to be that way? And the stargazers gazing, they can't read the signs. Oh, why does it have to be that way? And the goddess is lost 'cause she's stuck on cloud nine. Oh, why does it have to be that way? Why does it have to be that way? Why does it have to be that way? And the shape-shifting shaman is stuck in one form. Why does it have to be that way? And the teachers should be teaching, but they're stuck in their dorms. Oh, why does it have to be that way? Why does it have to be that way? Why does it have to be that way? Oh, healers are hurting and the seers are blind. Why does it have to be that way? And the goddess is lost 'cause she's stuck on cloud 9. Oh, why does it have to be that way?
To hear more, tune into the live feed every Wednesday and Friday night at 6 on 89.5 KQAL. To stream this entire interview and performance, go to kqal.org and look for Program Archives under the Media tab. This program was made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.